Have you ever had days where you feel overwhelmed, tired, or just not yourself? We all have, right? But do you know why this happens? What's really going on in your body and mind when you're stressed? Today, we're going to break down how stress affects both your physical and mental health. To help us understand it better, we have David here with us. David is an expert in health and wellness, and he's going to explain what stress does to us and why managing it is so important. Don't forget to check out the free PDF file in the comment section below to get the full transcript and new vocabulary for this episode. Hi, David. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for having me on the show. Stress is definitely something we all experience, but many people don't realize just how much it can affect our bodies and minds. I'm excited to break it all down for your listeners today.
I'm sure our listeners will find this super helpful. And for those listening, make sure you stay tuned because later in the episode, we'll share a fun fact about stress that might surprise you. So let's dive in. David, can you start by explaining what happens in the body when we feel stressed?
Sure. When you're stressed, your body goes into something called fight or flight mode. This is your body's natural response to danger. Let's imagine for a moment that you're walking in the woods and suddenly a big bear jumps out. Your brain immediately senses the danger, and it prepares your body to either run away or fight the bear. Obviously, most of us would run.
I'd definitely be running too.
Exactly. So what happens next is your brain sends signals to your body to release stress hormones, like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare your muscles, increase your heart rate, and make you breathe faster. All of this is your body's way of getting ready to either fight or run, hence the name fight or flight.
Wow. So that's why your heart starts beating really fast when you're scared or stressed. But what about daily life? We're not facing bears every day. So why do we feel stressed in situations like work or school?
That's a great point. Even though we're not facing life-threatening situations like bears or lions, our body reacts to modern stress in the same way. For example, if you have a big presentation at work, or if you're late for an important meeting, your body still goes into that fight or flight mode, even though the situation isn't dangerous in the same way.
So even something like a tough deadline or a lot of homework can trigger that response?
Exactly. Your body doesn't know the difference between a real physical threat, like a bear, and a mental or emotional challenge, like a stressful day at work or school. The same stress hormones are released, and your body goes through the same physical changes. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tense up, and your brain stays on high alert. This is useful in the short term, like if you need to focus and get through a difficult situation. But when stress lasts for a long time, it can be harmful.
So what happens if we're stressed all the time? Like if we're always dealing with deadlines or personal problems, does that put too much pressure on our bodies?
Yes, and that's the problem with chronic stress. When you're stressed all the time, your body stays in fight or flight mode for too long. That can lead to serious health problems. For example, stress can raise your blood pressure, which increases the risk of heart disease. It can also weaken your immune system, making it harder for your body to fight off illness. That's why people who are constantly stressed often get sick more easily.
Wow, that's pretty scary. So stress can actually make us physically sick?
Yes, it can. Stress affects more than just your mind. It impacts your entire body. It can cause headaches, stomach problems, and trouble sleeping. And over time, it can even lead to bigger problems like heart disease, diabetes, and other chronic conditions.
I've heard people say that they get a stress headache. So that's a real thing, right?
Absolutely. When you're stressed, the muscles in your neck and shoulders can tense up, which can lead to headaches. Stress also affects your digestive system. That's why some people feel sick to their stomachs when they're anxious or worried.
I think a lot of people can relate to that. But stress doesn't just affect the body, right? What about the mind?
You're right, stress can have a big impact on your mental health too. When you're stressed, it can be hard to focus, make decisions, or even remember things. This happens because stress affects the part of your brain called the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory and learning. Over time, chronic stress can also lead to anxiety and depression.
So it's not just about feeling overwhelmed. It actually changes how your brain works?
Exactly. Chronic stress can shrink parts of your brain, making it harder to handle new challenges. That's why it's so important to manage stress before it becomes too much to handle.
Now that we've talked about all the serious effects of stress, let's take a quick break for our fun fact of the day.
Sounds good. Did you know that not all stress is bad for you?
Really? That's surprising.
Yes, there's something called eustress, which is positive stress. This kind of stress helps motivate you and can actually improve your performance. For example, when you're about to give a presentation or take part in a competition, a little bit of stress can help you stay focused and energized. It's your body's way of getting you ready to perform at your best.
That's really interesting. So a little stress can be helpful?
Exactly. The key is balance. Too much stress is harmful, but a little stress can push you to succeed, whether you're studying for an exam, training for a race, or working on a big project.
I guess that's why some people say they work better under pressure. It's that positive stress.
That's right, but of course, we don't want too much of it, or it turns into negative stress.
Well, this has been a really eye-opening discussion. We've learned so much about how stress affects both our body and mind. It's amazing, and a little scary, how something we all experience every day can have such a big impact on our health.
It is. Stress is a natural part of life, but the important thing is how we manage it. Things like regular exercise, practicing relaxation techniques like meditation or deep breathing, and taking time for yourself can really help reduce stress.
That's great advice, David. I hope our listeners take these tips to heart and find ways to manage their stress before it becomes harmful. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Just to remind everyone that stress is something we all deal with, and it's okay to feel stressed from time to time. But it's important to listen to your body and mind and take action when you start to feel overwhelmed. Small changes in your daily routine can make a big difference in how you handle stress.
Thank you so much, David. This has been such an informative and helpful conversation. And to all our listeners, we hope you've learned something new today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Simple English Podcast. We've got more interesting topics coming your way, so stay tuned.
Thanks, Lisa. It was great being here.
Now it's time to learn some important vocabulary related to the topic. The first word of today is stress. It means a physical or emotional response to a challenging or demanding situation. Example: work deadlines often cause me a lot of stress, especially when there's not enough time. Next word is fight or flight. It means the body's automatic response to danger, preparing to either confront or escape the threat. Example: when she saw the dog running toward her, her body went into fight or flight mode. Next word is cortisol. It means a hormone released by the body in response to stress. Example: long-term stress can cause your body to produce too much cortisol, leading to health issues. Next word is adrenaline. It means a hormone that increases heart rate and energy levels, especially in stressful or exciting situations. Example: before the big presentation, I could feel the adrenaline kicking in. Next word is chronic. It means something that lasts for a long time or happens frequently, like long-term stress. Example: chronic stress can lead to health problems such as high blood pressure. Next word is immune system. It means the body's defense system that protects against illness and infections. Example: stress can weaken your immune system, making you more likely to get sick. Next word is tension. It means a state of tightness or strain, often felt in the body due to stress. Example: after a long day, I often feel tension in my shoulders and neck. Next word is anxiety. It means a feeling of worry or fear, often caused by stress. Example: too much stress at work can lead to anxiety and trouble sleeping. The last word of today is relaxation techniques. It means methods used to calm the mind and body, reducing stress. Example: deep breathing and meditation are relaxation techniques that can help manage stress.